So here we are on the nature trail at Melilotus herb farm, and we're greeted first of all by the narrow-leafed cistus rock rose. We've also got some Rosmaninho, the native lavender, Lavender stoechas, top lavender, and here we have like a southern European type gorse with its jaggy leaves, pea family member Legume. And now we're going to come round and see the Esteva gum rock rose, the Cistus ladanifer, and it's just starting really to finish flowering, this one. So if you want to make any medicine, this is the time to do it before it finishes. Here we've got this really interesting little grass that's like oat grass, because it looks like heads of oats, which are of course in the same cereal family. And here is a wonderful Spanish iris. We'll see a few of them on our walk. This is a composite that I'm studying at the moment, learning about that one. Here is our white tara to protect us on our walk on the wild side, and here we are doing our forest bathing. Straight away we've got the Carrasco, the Kermes Oak, very reduced, desiccated, hardened leaves, very different to the oak leaf of the red oak that's more in northern Europe. Here's the little acorn cups, don't know if you can see that. And over here we have beautiful myrtle, which when you rub its leaves has got gorgeous aromatics. Really nice. Let's keep going. Here we've got a cousin of cleavers, the goosegrass. This is madder, which is actually used for dyeing. It's a dye plant. It's flowering at the moment. I'm just going to keep going. This is an interesting little one. This is an allium. It's a rose allium, rose garlic. Not sure if I can get it in focus. Sorry, that's not very well focused. And its leaves at the base are like a typical garlic with the single strip leaf. You can see Carrasco is all around, growing on the floor as well, the ground. This is a beautiful little gladioli, wild gladioli. And here we have a couple of other pea family members. This is a trifolium species, kidney vetch, and down here is a little trefoil, hops trefoil, because the flowers look like hops flowers. So keep going. Here's another pea family member, Tragothanthe, which is one of the first ones to flower, and you can see it's already formed its pea pod. And as we come further through here, we've got the Dwarf Palm and our beautiful dog Oro. The Dwarf Palm, it's one of the most northern growing palms. Most of them of course are growing in North Africa, and you only really find it in Algarve. It's about as far north as it can go. This wonderful little shaded glen with Carrasco and wild olive. And here we have beautiful Gaia and Bono coming to greet us. Just looking out for some more interesting plants to show you. Here's another rose allium. Can't quite get that in focus. It's got little yellow filaments, little male parts inside the rose petals. These guys have found something they're running after. And here we have a really magnificent honeysuckle that's climbed up this Carrasco. or the oak. They're the first few flowers. There's some more of the white narrow-leaf rock rose. Now we're coming up to a really sweet little glade that opens up a bit. This is a fennel family member. Not really edible, has got quite a strong smell, which is not very attractive to give you the hint. More of the iris and the lavender. And here we have the Jerusalem sage, which is like the native sage in Portugal. It's not an actual salvia genus, it's a Phlomis purpurea species, and it's not actually very aromatic at all, even though the leaves look like sage. So it's one of the few non-aromatic mint family members. This is the seed production of the asphodelus, the asphodel. Let me find one here that's still got flowers. You can see how tallly upright they're growing. Their other names for them are king's spear and royal staff. You can eat the bulbous tubules which are underground if you boil them for a while, and it's so magnificent with these upright stems that when we did a plant study we saw very much that they had this sense of royalty and sovereignty, being in your own sovereignty. Here's another rock rose. This is the grey-leafed rock rose, Cistus cerifera, and this is a nice one to make tea from. Here's a little owl's eye, this one is called, and it's another cistus. It's still in the cistus family. Here's the magnificent asphodel again. And there's some wild jasmine along here somewhere, but seems to have finished flowering. Let's see if I can find it to show you. Ah, here's some beautiful little lupins covering the ground like a blanket in places, blue lupins. You also see these big yellow ones as well. Ah, here's some gorgeous wild thyme that's flowering, just beginning to flower. It's almost like a citrus smell, like a lemon thyme. It's really gorgeous, this wild one. It's quite difficult I found it quite difficult to germinate from seed, so I'm going to try it with a cutting. Ah, here's the wild jasmine. It's a bit difficult to really see because it's not flowering at the moment. When it is flowering, it's like a yellow flower with like the white jasmine that we're more familiar with that kind of tubule base. Okay, I'm going to just pause for a moment and finish with another plant that I want to show you. Just found some of the wild jasmine that's actually flowering. You can see the little yellow flowers here. So just finishing off now with a bit of a panorama of there's some wild olive in front of us. The bottom end of our nature area where it's opening up to go down to the Ribeira, the dry riverbed, and then it goes up again slightly sloping on the other side. A bit more of an exposed part of our nature trail. And here I want to show you these two sentinels of wild rue, Ruta graveolens, and it's interesting that they're standing here together like sentinels on the path, because one of their main virtues is to be very protective against psychic protection and any kind of danger to our stability. So you often see them in South America, bundles of them above household doors, entrance doors or shop doors, because they're protective and they also bring prosperity. So here's our rue sentinels on our walk. And that's the end of our nature trail. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye.